Welcome back to YouTube, guys. So I just feel cheesy fuck when I say that. Training with Luke today over at Elite in Wirral. Highly rate this gym. My favourite gym is this and Matt Tofton's over in Grimsby, so definitely recommend paying these guys a visit. Luke's nice enough to visit and all that sort of shit. So came down for pull session today. Luke's actually hopped on board Team Shep, so guiding him into the summer months. It's going to be a piece of piss because he's a bit of a vet when it comes to bodybuilding, to be fair. So yeah, in for a pull session today. Probably going to chat some shit in between it. It'll be a pretty chill session, to be fair. Still train hard, but yeah.
Enjoy catch up.
Yeah. But you can't wait for your little holidays, mate.
I haven't really been on it. Well, I'm lying. I went to Thailand in November, didn't I? So that was sunny.
Yeah.
But I feel like I've been deprived of sunshine for like 3 or 4 months.
Same. With me and Jenna were talking, and before Paris, it's the longest we've not had a mini break in quite a while, to be fair. I mean, I was ready for a little break in fucking January. Never mind back end of March.
Yeah.
It's one of the, cause like we've got a busy year, mate. Me and Jenna were talking about it either yesterday or the day before, showing about all those plans. I was like, I love that we've got all these plans, but I get overwhelmed when we start talking about it all. Cause I always need to think one thing at a time. Yeah. Like she already like planning Valencia out, and that's in July. And we've got Turkey before that, and loads of camping trips.
Yeah. It's a lot, mate, isn't it?
Yeah. And it's, again, very privileged. Like, we both work fucking hard for it. But I'm like, just focus on one thing.
I feel like, obviously, like on prep, I'm very materialistic because I can't go and do things.
Yeah.
When I'm not on prep and I can do things, it's just like I'd rather travel than buy a new pair of trainers.
Oh, mate, 100%.
And do all that.
But then when prep starts, it's like, oh, new trainers.
Yeah.
New car.
You need some fixed, don't you? Something.
Can't buy food, so right, okay.
Yeah. Save so much money.
Yeah.
Like I don't have to pay for all the drugs. I don't have to pay for all the trainers and the clothes.
It's ridiculous, mate, when prep is. Oh, I need fucking harsh diet.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what can be the worst, though. What you're doing at the minute. So,
Dipping your toe in, it's horrible.
Yeah, because obviously you're dieting, but like Monday to Thursday, you're not going out for an off-plan meal or whatever it may be, so you're not buying food, but you're still dieting, so you're still buying the odd thing here and there.
Yeah.
And the weekend comes, it's like, well, actually, refeed.
Yeah.
Oh no, actually, get another refeed.
Yeah.
So it's like, I'm gonna buy new trainers this week and all this food on top. So it's like that fucking awkward middle ground, isn't it?
Middle ground. I still treat it completely like it's prep.
Yeah.
But then
I think you need to a degree.
Yeah, but with the sort of bit of flexibility, whereas if I miss the beat by 10%, it's not costing me anything. What are we doing? Upper back or lat?
Yeah, upper back, yeah. What I've been trying to do recently, I've been trying to brace into it a little bit harder, because I found like when the angle of my sternum, I felt like it was like dipping into my lower back, but I found if I brace into it more and just pull through my elbow a little bit higher, my upper back lights up.
Yeah.
So I struggle to connect with my upper back.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
I just love it when you see people set the seat pad so far back and
mate, just making it easy for themselves. Yeah, because they'll put this all the way back and then they'll top pin it.
Yeah.
It's like, so you made it easier, and they made it even easier, sort of thing. Yeah. How's Henry getting on? Same shit.
Yeah, he'll be in a minute.
Oh,
he'll be training legs at about 11:30. Yeah, mate, he's good. He's just finished off his growth phase post prep.
Yeah.
We've got a little bit of a 6-week just health phase now. Straight back into prep. We've not set a show in the diary.
Yeah.
So it's a case of just going like, right, let's get 6 weeks in, see where we're at, and then pick off the back of that, rather than just.
Obviously, he's a big boy. Obviously, needs a lot of food. Has he ever had like food noise whilst being dieting?
No.
Mad that.
So we had a little chat last week, and we were going out for food with his partner. And on the weekend, he was just like, I'll drop some food to fit this food in. And I was like,
no.
You're going to eat less food than you normally eat anyway by going out because your food's that high. Yeah. So I was like, just have an extra off plan. Yeah. And it's just like, he knows that he can do that, but to him, it's kind of like, I don't want it, I don't need to do it. Yeah. So he's just not interested. For someone who's a chef who's meant to really, well, don't get me wrong, he appreciates food. Yeah. But he's just, it's there for a purpose. Yeah. It's not for enjoyment. He likes his Five Guys and chips like me. You know, I could have that every week for off planning. Yeah. Never touch another meal outside my diet.
That's definitely my crux, like food noise.
Yeah.
100%.
I'm just blessed. I don't have a sweet tooth. Yeah. At all. Well, actually, I like a piece of chocolate, but like cookies and brownies and stuff, only ever crave them on prep. Yeah. Because I can't have them.
Yeah, that's what I get like as well.
Yeah.
And the thing is with me, if I have one, mate, I ain't stopping at one.
If I buy a box of 12 for the house, all 12 are getting done.
Yeah.
Because as well, in my head, I feel that my body will consume less of the shit, whether this is science or not, but I get it done in one sitting.
Yeah, I'm like that, mate.
It's like, well,
get it out
if
of
I
the
did
way.
that over 10 days, I'd be in a worse position by having one a day than just having that. You know, I don't condone binge eating.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I always manage post-prep quite well because I don't have food noise. But the best thing I did this year was go to Thailand. There's no food there, which is dirty.
Yeah.
So I was, pad thais and pineapple rice.
When I seen you having the like mango sticky rice.
Yeah, for dessert every day.
I was like, fucking hell, mate.
Living my life.
That's literally what I'm doing next year, though.
Yeah.
So show March, and then the beginning of March, and then towards the back end we're going to Thailand.
Yeah.
Like 3 weeks.
Yeah. Best place to be. Imagine how well catered, Southeast Asia is for health compared to the UK. I just fancied a bar of dairy milk when I was there, and I just don't mean like a little bar of dairy milk, like a proper fucking dairy milk.
Yeah.
And it was like for like a family-sized bar, it was about 12 quid.
Fucking hell, mate.
And I refused to pay that.
Yeah,
it's just like out of principle.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, you know what? Fuck off. I'll pay stupid amounts of money to do other stuff. But a piece of chocolate, which I'm not actually going to enjoy as much as I think I am.
Yeah.
It's just I'm not paying
Principle, mate. We landed in, I think, Paris Airport. Might have even been in Manchester, but it was like 2 cans of Monster for about either 10 euros or 9 quid. I was like, I'm not paying that. Jenna was like, but you buy all this other stuff, but you won't get something you really want. I was like, it's principle.
Yeah.
I'm not paying fucking £5 for a can of Monster.
Yeah. I get it for £1.50 in my local fucking boss man shop.
How have you found it with breaching the 40-minute cardio? Is that like...
That's just prep for me.
Yeah.
So...
I think that's like a friendly maximum, if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
After that, it's like, fucking hell, mate.
I think that most people would never need to go over 40 minutes.
No.
If they adhered everywhere else in life.
Yeah, 100%.
It's
100%.
If you can't get the work done in 40 minutes properly, and then you're adhering to everything else,
mate,
everything will be easy.
Yeah, if you're doing 40 minutes cardio, 10k steps, eating good food, you're going to get in good shape.
You can't not.
No.
But then you'll see people, it's like, oh, I'll do level 3, but I did 12k steps. It's just like, yeah, but fucking, that's cardio,
Yeah.
That's actually doing a lot more.
Like, I'm fine cardio-wise, getting cardio done. I struggle a lot of the time getting steps in, mate.
Oh, yeah, because I'm busy.
Yeah. And like, when I was in construction, I used to be averaging like 15k a day. Easy, like without even thinking. I have to consciously hit 10 now.
Yeah, my
effort.
day sort of sits around 5 or 6.
Yeah.
If I'm busy.
Yeah.
So it's like, even when I'm training, I'll pace for gym.
Yeah.
I'll just do a set.
You're quite a snappy trainer anyway, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm only in for an hour.
Yeah.
But as well with jiu-jitsu, it's surprising how many...
Oh, mate, yeah.
That effectively, although I'm not tracking jiu-jitsu, that's probably equivalent to 10k steps.
Yeah.
So effectively I'm doing 10k and then another 10k 4 times a week.
The only thing is, it's like, I know we're aware of jiu-jitsu, but we're sort of ignoring the output of it.
Yeah.
Because there's that many variables involved in it.
Yeah. But also, it is definitely, whereas I said to you last week, I feel really fucked.
Yeah.
Because I hit that, I train Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday weights, but I also do jiu-jitsu Monday, Tuesday.
Yeah.
I've done 5 sessions in 2.5 days.
Mate.
So then I get to that Wednesday and I'm like, I've got a rest day tomorrow, but I feel beaten.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I've got to pick myself up back out of that hole then to get through the rest of my week. So if you want my cardio to be efficient, you want my steps to be there, my training to be efficient, I need to eat.
I was even thinking, like, when I was going through your stuff, I was like, obviously we know there's loads of ways to freshen you up, but I was like, are we eventually going to have to look at potentially reducing volume in the gym? But then it was like, I don't really want to do that because I know you enjoy to train, and I know you'd probably prefer a little bit more food.
Yeah.
But eventually we might be like, just fucking have a weekend full rest.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
It's like the lesser of two evils, so to speak. I wish I wore shorts now, mate. I wasn't sure what the temperature would be.
I came in on Friday.
Nice. Do you know, since getting into BJJ, has any of bodybuilding bored you a little bit?
I think bodybuilding's bored me for a long time.
Yeah. You've just found something to invest into.
Yeah, and I've always wanted to look a certain way, and bodybuilding's kind of allowed that.
Yeah.
But I prefer coaching rather than training.
Yeah.
I'd very much rather see people get results for myself.
I've found myself recently, like, I'm more invested in my clients than myself.
Yeah.
In a sense where, like, you know, if someone needed help or some, or whatever scenario it may be, but I'd rather sort that shit out rather than go and train myself, if you know what I mean.
Because I still like to come in and train, but I don't come in with that mentality where I've been before, where like Henry's mentality, where it's like every set to win.
Yeah, every rep counts and all that,
No, as long as I come in and leave feeling a bit better than I came in, I'm happy with how much muscle I have, whether I can look a bit better by removing body fat and a bit fuller, great. But the monotony of bodybuilding can kind of like, that's why I like my breaks. Yeah. To like step back and then I might have 2 years where I go, fuck, I'm going to do a big off season and do a prep again. Yeah. And I really relish in it.
Because I'm saying I want to do a show next year. But I'm still timing, I just want to look better. And again, I understand that bodybuilding, fucking I get that. But at the same time, other shit equally excites me. Yeah. Like, so I'd love to, but at the same time, I'm not shackled to it, if you know what I mean. So, and I quite like that, I'm like that. I've not got that overwhelming pressure in my brain sort of thing. Obviously, I know you've got close friends and that, and people around here, blah, 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 blah. Obviously, I know we chat. Is there anybody like Matt who you speak to quite a lot, or are you sort of in your own little circle, if you know what I mean?
Outside of my people?
Yeah.
No.
You're not?
I found like when I was competing a bit more or a little bit more live on socials, you create a few more relationships.
Yeah, you're like, it's just relevancy then, isn't it, I guess?
But don't get me wrong, I've made some great friends through bodybuilding, like yourself and, you know, Henry, who I probably wouldn't have met, and people like that. Yeah. But I think bodybuilding itself, it attracts
cunts.
Yeah, but also
to a degree.
Lonely people.
Yeah. And
they form these relationships with people who are also in bodybuilding, but they're built on bodybuilding.
Yeah.
It's just like I've dated bodybuilders before, and it's fucking boring. It's like,
I can think of anything worse.
No.
And it's like, that's what. So, when me and Jenna were talking about, if I like somebody as a bodybuilder or as a physique athlete or whatever it may be in that some sort of realm, I don't buy into the physique. I buy into everything they stand for. Yeah, yeah. Like I remember you before I knew you. Yeah. And you've always had you've always enjoyed life, but done it. You've always enjoyed a beer. Yeah. And not like all other shit. You've always enjoyed your fucking. What's that? There's a place that you go to around here. Bun. And it's Bun. You've always enjoyed a bun. I was thinking it's not Five Guys, it's somewhere else. Yeah. Like you've always done shit. You've always travelled. You're not just a one-dimensional fuck. It's like I love the gym, mate, and I'm in the gym. I talk about the gym. Yeah. I do not want to talk about the gym when I'm not in the gym. No. I'm a better bodybuilder when I'm not thinking about it. Yeah. You just do it. It's work. Yeah. Did you use slew on your last prep?
I didn't use any of it, no.
Again, like depending on the dose of like the milligrams, whatever it comes in, etc. It's a bit your him-buying it. Yeah. But again, less crack addict feel. Again, really, really good. It's just mad now how much shit is out there. It's crazy, isn't it? And it's just every month there's something new. It's like the whole Retta debate. Oh, it's doing my fucking head in. Like if you want it, have it. Yeah. If you're going to talk like, it's there. Pros and cons, basically, like anything. Yeah, I think if you kind of like, you never feel satisfied with nutrition, and like you have real bad food noise, okay, it might curb that, stop you eating. But if you don't have that, what are you using it for? Yeah. I like the feeling of hunger because I feel like I'm making progress. Yeah. It's just like, I honestly sometimes feel like I'm hungry. I feel as if my skin's getting thinner. Yeah, mate, I feel tighter. Some, like, knowing you're having a rough day, you're like, new low tomorrow. It's like, feel like shit. I look like Skeletor. Yeah. Feel like Skeletor. Smackered faces coming in. One place that I see its value, especially if you've not got a good relationship with food, by the by, but post-show. Yes. Because, like, we all know people who've put themselves in hospital because they've been binging like fuck or whatever it may be. So I see value in that if it gets rid of something dangerous, if you know what I mean. Insatiable desire to eat. It's like Manjaro and semaglutide, don't agree with it whatsoever. But if you're at risk of a heart attack in the next 6 months, fucking dose it up, you couldn't fucking... Because then it's longevity. Yeah, I had a couple of clients on it post-prep last year. Yeah. Me and Henry didn't use it because we didn't need it. Yeah. Whereas a couple of lads were like, I really want to use it because I've had problems before. And we got it in
they managed it quite well, but then they were like, can we keep it in when I start the off season? I was like, you shouldn't really need it. But I was like, you know what? I'm always for like listening to my clients.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to leave it, leave it.
Yeah.
A couple of weeks in, it was like, I'm nauseous.
Can't eat my food.
Can't eat your food.
Yeah.
You fucking drop the letter.
Yeah.
It was just like, I said, oh, I'm fine. So I think like for a time and a place,
Yeah.
you know, it's great. But I think what I've seen more so with those Ozempic and things when the beauty industry's got hold of it is it becomes an addiction and we can't come off it.
Yeah.
Because we're eating 3 quavers a day and doing the Ozempic.
Well, there's like the subscription websites where it's like, oh, you start off on fucking whatever dose, call it 5 milligram dose on Mounjaro or whatever, and then every couple of weeks that website will up your dose.
Yeah.
So essentially, they're just a drug dealer with a subscription service.
Yeah.
And then you end up just paying them more and more each month. So it's
Hard
like,
life.
I just find it's like that. There's a TRT place. Is it Manuel or something like that? So they'll ask you a series of questions of like fucking generic shit. Do you ever feel demotivated? Well, yeah, fucking everybody does.
Yeah.
And then it'll ask you to go through this flowchart system of like generic questions, like you need TRT, and it's just like they're just fucking emotions, like everyday emotions, if you know what I mean. Depending on time of day that you answer them as well.
Yeah,
so.
and if you buy it off us, it'll cost you 140 quid for 2 mil.
Yeah.
It's funny that, because I get off me mate for 40 quid for 10 mil.
Yeah.
The thing, coming back to like Ozempic and Mounjaro and all that, is what I do expect to see in the next 5 years is so many more hip replacements needed in females under 40 because of the issues of bone density that are all coming out.
The bone wastage.
Early osteoporosis.
Yeah.
You know, leaching minerals from bone because we're not getting the nutrition in there and low sodium.
I'm sure Jenna mentioned something about it, like it changes fucking vaginas or something. It's doing something to vaginas.
That wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, I mean Primo does. So.
Yeah. See, Matt.
I find it.
It's got a tongue.
Oh man. But yeah, I think you're right there. Or there'll be some fucking, like how there was the PCOS coaches.
Yeah.
There'll be the ones for post Mounjaro and shit like that.
Yeah.
I can help you come out of it or whatever.
Yeah. It's like, fuck these, what these sponsors? You need a sponsor now for them coming off weight loss drugs. You don't, fuck heroin.
Yeah.
Coming off Mounjaro, I've got a sponsor for 100 days clean. I begin to think this is the anti-armbar device. So when I'm in jiu-jitsu, I'm like, actually, you know, working on that stretch. I'm like, how far I can take my arm. As you know, our mobility from bodybuilding isn't the best.
Oh mate, yeah. I asked the guy about mobility, like specifically for BJJ.
Yeah.
And he gave me this guy. I'll be honest, I've not really looked into it because, mate, our mobility. Well, I know mine's fucking horrendous, mate.
Yeah.
I miss certain things like I miss being able to barbell squat, Smith squat, and front squat. Just fucking. That is something that I want to work on next year.
There's like a couple of people in here still squat, and I'm watching, and I never really get FOMO.
So my ideology next year is, it sounds gay as fuck, but I know you'll get what I'm about to say. So I want to train in a manner where I do just cool shit. And it's like, in my head, I'm like, I want to be dangerous. Not to like fucking dick.
Yeah.
But like, I want to be able to fucking do a stupid box jump.
Yeah.
But then I want to be able to deadlift 6 plates.
Yeah.
You know, just like well-rounded.
Yeah.
That's my intention at the moment. And it's like the gym I'm at the moment, they've got Viking press, stood up Viking press. Mate, I just think it's fun as fuck.
Yeah. It's different, isn't it?
Yeah. You still like
proper strength as well. You
just raw power.
Head. Yeah.
So that's like post-show sort of
goals and training.
Yeah, and then keep on with swimming and BJJ. Good session, that mate.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Nice and steady.